Get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
The first competition of the event is JCB Racing Round 1. All 12 of our Monster Jam drivers have been seated in a bracket based off of their first pass time at our last event in Arlington. The 4 fastest times have received an automatic bye into round number 2, leaving 8 Monster Jam drivers to face off head-to-head in round 1. Seattle, are you ready for round 1 of JCB Racing?
Ladies first, it's Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. In the opposite lane, it's Zach Garner, Wild Side. Sparkle Smash right now going head to head with the reigning World Finals racing champion. They have met 3 times in racing this season. Sparkle Smash has won 2 of those 3 races. So right now this season, she's got 1 up on the reigning World Finals racing champion, but he's been moving up in the series. Sparkle Smash staged, Wild Side staged. Let's go! Your winner is Sparkle Smash! She moves on to the next round to take on Son of a Digger, Kayla Blood in Sparkle Smash, bringing it in round 1 of racing, putting the reigning World Finals racing champion to bed for the JCB Racing competition at a 20.701 for Kayla Blood in Sparkle Smash. Moving on to round 2. Now Seattle, make some noise. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Going head to head against Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. JCB Digatron, your current series leader, 27-15 in racing this season. They've met 2 times. Digatron's won both. Both are staged. Time to go green. He came ready to win. Your winner, JCB Digatron. So JCB Digatron will take on Monster Mutt in round 2 after that win. So far, our winners, Sparkle Smash, JCB Digatron, both moving into the second round of JCB Racing. And man, this second round is gonna be wild. All right, Seattle, we have brothers going head-to-head right now. Up first, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. And it's Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. These two have met twice this year. Excalibur would take both the wins. The winner goes on to face Gravedigger next round. Excalibur staged. Kraken staged. Time to hit that loud pedal. Your winner is Excalibur! So Excalibur now in the semifinal, the second round to take on Gravedigger. And Adam Anderson, one race left in round one of JCB Racing. Next two drivers at the line, it's Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. Beast against beast, it's Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Both these drivers with very similar race records. El Toro Loco 13 and 15 this year, Megalodon 12 and 17. Both are staged, let's go. But Megalodon sit at the line, El Toro Loco pulling it back real quick. Jamie Garner maybe playing mind games with Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. They've met 3 times this year. Megalodon's won 2 of them. Megalodon just waiting. The bull is ready. Come on, let's go! Absolutely such a close race, the closest race of the night so far. Watching the Super Glue glued to the action replay. El Toro Loco was in the lead, but in that final turn, with a time of 20.528, your winner, Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. So with those wins, Sparkle Smash moves on to round 2 to take on Son of a Digger. JCB Diggatron takes on Monster Mud. Excalibur with the win, taking on Gravedigger, and the final race in round 2 will be Black Pearl against Megalodon, Stars and Stripes.
Of course, we already have 4 drivers that do have that bye run, and that does come with a lane choice. That will be Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. That will be later on, but he does have that lane choice. I'm joined by Devin Roper, his crew chief. And of course, Devin, when you're looking at this track, I know you've been talking to Adam. What's he thinking about it right now? Is one lane better than the other for you guys?
Yeah, so we actually decided to go with the left lane because it's just all about track conditions. Whether the dirt is sliding out, whether it's watered a little bit more. You know, we're just looking to get the most traction down we can, and I'm just picking a lane to try and do that.
And of course, this is your first season with Adam. He said he's so happy with the track, or he's so happy with the truck, but it is a brand new truck as well. What has that been like for as a technician?
I mean, we've been running through some little gremlins, trying to run those out of the truck. But overall, it's been pretty great. You know, Adam is a world-class driver. He's awesome to work with, and yeah, it's been great.
And one last question for you. Of course, along with those bye runs, you've got Son of a Digger, Monster Mud, Black Pearl, and of course, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Do you think that he could get it all the way? Of course, he was able to have a JCB racing win in Arlington. Are you thinking you guys are going to go back-to-back?
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, he's definitely got the skill. The truck's doing good, so yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, I don't think it's jinxing it. I think it is manifesting it. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Team Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, we have made it to the second round of JCB Racing. We have the 4 fastest drivers from round 1 facing off head-to-head with those 4 drivers that received that automatic bye into round number 2. 4 epic matchups here in the second round. Seattle, are you ready for round 2 of JCB Racing?
Making his first appearance in JCB Racing of the night, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. She's already beat 1 World Finals champion. Let's see if she can beat another one. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. These two have met once in racing this year. Son of a digger would take the win. This could be the upset of the night. If Sparkle Smash can take the win, their stage, let's do this. He is now 40-6 in racing this season. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, your winner. His semifinal round race, though, isn't going to be a walk in the park. He'll have to take on the winner of this next race. All right, Seattle, let's welcome Bryce Kenny in Monster Mutt. Big competition, though. Your current series leader, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He's now 28-15 in racing this season. Monster Mutt, 18-16. Monster Mutt staged. JCB Digatron staged. Slight lead for Monster Mutt. Going to a replay right now. Your winner, Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Big upset right there for JCB Digatron. Big win for Monster Mutt and an opportunity for Son of a Digger to move up in the series. Seattle, please welcome Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Going up another classic name with a young face behind the wheel. It's Excalibur. Mike Pagliarulo has some very tough competition that he is staring at right now. Excalibur pulling to the line. Gravedigger staged. Winner goes to the semis. Here we go. Your winner is Excalibur! A big upset right there for Mike Pagliarulo. And you know he's going to be talking about that win on the ride home to Florida after we are done here tonight. Excalibur moves on to the semifinal round and will take on the winner of this next race. All right, so far our winners in our second round of racing, Son of a Digger with a win over Sparkle Smash, Monster Mutt with a wild win and a very big one right there over JCB Digatron, and then the win of the night so far, Excalibur, and that young gun right there, Mike Pagliarulo, the 2024 Rookie of the Year, taking out Gravedigger, the 5-time World Finals champion, and last week's big winner in Arlington, or actually 2 weeks ago in Arlington. So a wild win right there. One race left in round 2 before we have that semifinal bracket ready and set for JCB Racing. Will he make the competition walk the plank? We'll find out. It's Cole Bernard, Black Pearl. And it doesn't get more America than that. It's Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. Cole Bernard, 15 and 14 in racing this season coming into tonight. Megalodon now 13 and 17. Very similar race records, both staged. Winner goes on to the semis. Your winner is Black Pearl. So our semifinal race bracket is set. Black Pearl a 20.681. Cole Bernard now joins Excalibur, Son of a Digger, and Monster Mutt in that semifinal round. But you watch right now here in Lewin Field, Black Pearl, winner of that last race, making his way to the pits. So we'll see if Cole Bernard and the crew can get that truck fixed. Looks like a sway bar hanging off the truck before he can get back here for this next race. So again, in that last round, Son of a Digger would beat Sparkle Smash. Monster Mutt, what a win over JCB Digatron. Gravedigger losing to Excalibur in a wild fashion that final turn. And Black Pearl Cole Bernard, who we just watched drive off the track, hopefully can get that turned around quick, because there's one race until that next race in JCB Racing. Our semifinal round is next.
Monster Jam fans, while we have a break in the action, I am here with Honor and her little cousin. Who's your little cousin? Who are you here with?
Arlo.
Arlo. Now, Honor, I think that you have a 10th birthday coming up soon. Is that correct?
11.
11. Well, I shorted you a year, so we're going to make sure that we kick this off the right way. And let's see if we can take a prize for you and Harlow. Now, this is a Name That Truck. I explained it to you earlier. For all of you here in Seattle, we are going to put that graphic on, and a truck is going to be revealed. Now, you have to name that truck. Do you like your chances?
What'd you say?
Do you like your chances?
Oh, yes.
Of course you do. Now, Seattle, you're going to cheer Honor on. So let's get that graphic on the board, and let's see if we can name that truck. Okay, we have a little visual. Honor, do you have any idea what truck that could possibly be? Seattle, shout it out if you think you know. The people have spoken, but Honor, it is your choice. What is that truck?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger is correct. And from the big video board to here in person, you have won yourself your very own Spin Master Gravedigger truck. Unbelievable, Seattle. Give it up for them. And Monster Jam fans, we have made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We have the 4 fastest drivers here facing off, trying to get into that final round and take home the first 12 points of the event. Who will advance? Seattle, are you ready for your semifinal round of JCB Racing?
He is 40-6 in JCB Racing this season. Who thinks Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, is going to win this race? The driver on the other end is not going to make it easy for him. He's 19-16 this season. Who thinks Monster Mutt's going to win this race? Monster Mutt staged. Son of a Digger staged. Winner goes to the final round. A close race right there. Watching the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Holy moly. The time for each driver. There it is, a 19.534, fastest time so far. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, your winner. All right, Excalibur at the line for our other semifinal race in our JCB racing competition. Supposed to face Cole Vennard in Black Pearl. We watched Black Pearl drive off into the pits. We also watched the person he beat, Megalodon, drive off into the pits. So, if Black Pearl cannot make it to the line for this race, we will take the fastest loser from the last round of racing. So the fastest time for the person who didn't advance in round 2 is going to get the call to pull to the line against Excalibur. So we're just waiting for the official word from our Monster Jam officials. Right now, Black Pearl still being worked on. There's a possibility that Megalodon could be pulling to the line. We're waiting patiently. And you know Cole Vennard Black Pearl wants to be back here, but also if Megalodon gets the opportunity to, Todd LeDuc wants to get back here. Our UNOH technicians absolutely thrashing behind the scenes right now on these two trucks. Now, if neither of those trucks can make it to the line, JCB Digatron had the fastest time to not advance in the last round. So we've got 60-second clock counting it down. If we get to 0 and no truck pulls out of that tunnel, then we are going to give the nod to Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Oh, I know that's not something that son of a digger wanted to hear, but it don't matter, because here comes Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. So since Megalodon lost to Black Pearl, and Black Pearl is not able to make it to the line, that means Megalodon is the first one to get that opportunity. After that, we would have gone to the fastest time to not advance. So here we go, one more semifinal round race. Big moment right here for Todd LeDuc in Megalodon. And also big competition for Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur, who just beat Adam Anderson and Gravedigger in that last round of racing. Let's see if he can beat another World Finals champion here. And if Excalibur wins, this will be his first final round appearance in JCB racing. The 2024 Rookie of the Year. Fired up. Not only the truck, but probably behind the wheel too. So Megalodon, Stars and Stripes staged, Excalibur staged, winner takes on Son of a Digger. Slight lead to Excalibur. Your winner is Excalibur! Excalibur and Son of a Digger going head to head in the final round tonight at Lumen Field. I'll bet right now Mike Pagliarulo, our 2024 Rookie of the Year, has an ear-to-ear grin right now on his face. A 19.838 for Excalibur. We've got our final round ready. Excalibur versus Son of a Digger in Seattle. And from my vantage point right now behind Excalibur, we got brother and the crew chief down there for Excalibur, kind of yanking at some of the parts in back. Kind of a mean lean right now for Excalibur, who let's kind of look at how both of our drivers got here. You can see them both kind of on screen right now, waiting for that call to head to the pits. But behind Excalibur, you can see Nick Pagliarulo just yanking away on parts of the truck, trying to balance it out. Looks like they got it. Excalibur going to be ready for that final round.
We have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. We have the two fastest drivers of the competition facing off head-to-head to take home those first 12 points of the event. Monster Jam fans, are you ready to meet your final contenders?
He won the BKT Overall Event Championship 2 years ago here in Seattle. He's a 4-time World Finals champion, 5-time Tour champion from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger! Big competition from Austin, Florida, the 2024 Rookie of the Year, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur! So far, he's beaten 2 World Finals champions in racing. If Excalibur can win this race, he'll make it 3 in a row and bring another major upset to the JCB Racing competition. Last year's Rookie of the Year staged, the 5-time champion stage. Let's do this! Ooh. An issue with our light system. So we're going to give our drivers this chance to restage. A little fake out there. If I'm Excalibur, the nerves just jumped up even higher after that. All right, Excalibur staged. Son of a digger stage. Let's go, Seattle. Neck and neck right now. Final turn. And he's back on all 4 BKT tires. Your winner is Son of a Digger. Absolutely pushing it to the limits. Excalibur, a wild moment, an awesome cartwheel. And Son of a Digger, Ryan Anderson, takes another JCB Racing Finals win. This super glue to the action replay. Watch the chaos. Watch the excitement. What a wild moment. Let's hear it for Son of a Digger. Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, continues his dominant racing streak in JCB Racing. Now 42-6 with another JCB Racing win. Lindsay Noble is with our racing winner.
Ryan, congratulations. What an incredible race. You stuck there in the left lane. Was it lane choice that did this? Of course, when you were lining up against a 20-year-old that had just beaten your big brother, was there revenge in the cards?
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Bryce was in my ear the whole time watching this track. You guys can see a lot of ruts forming. I love this dirt because of that reason. It causes ruts, it goes away, it transforms, it's soft, it's sticky, it's everything, but I love it, man. So it made racing wild, it made it interesting for sure. That last round was out of control. Little Mike is an absolute beast behind the wheel, man. It is awesome. He did take out my big brother. I'm not letting that happen, Little Mike. So you weren't winning tonight. But, hey, you guys, man, Seattle, nowhere do we go. There's not more history than right here, man. You guys bring out more retro gear, more retro Gravedigger stuff than anywhere else in the world. But you guys are awfully quiet right now. This is Monster Jam, baby. Who's ready for some more? And we're not even done yet. We got 2 more competitions. We got skills. We're going to get wild with these trucks. We're going to balance them. We're going to do crazy things. But then, do not leave early. Monster Jam Freestyle, baby. That's what I came for. I brought not only my Monster Jam truck, Son of a Digger, but the baddest Monster Jam truck in the world, Gravedigger. for one reason and one reason only, baby. To tear it up in Monster Jam Freestyle. So Seattle, we're not going to do it unless you get loud. Let's hear it. Who's ready for some more Monster Jam tonight?
This crowd is electric. That final race, absolutely electric. So let's see where we're standing right now with points for our BKT Overall Event Championship. With that win, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, has 12 points. Excalibur with 11. Monster Mutt in third with 10. Megalodon Stars and Stripes in fourth with 9. We have Black Pearl with 8 in fifth. JCB Digatron in sixth right now with 7. The other half of the field are drivers needing to make it big in this next competition to compete for that BKT Overall Event Championship. Sparkle Smash, Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Kraken, Wild Side, and Jester round out the top 12 with the next 12 points on the line to the winner of our two-wheel skills competition, where you will pick our winner at judgeszone.com. We're going to see some amazing tricks. Each driver gets 2 attempts at their best trick or 1 donut attempt. And you see some of those tricks on the screen right now. Keep your eyes locked to the video board for a deeper explanation on some of the things you're going to see in our next competition.
Monster Jam fans, joining me here in the stands, we have Oliver, 10 years old, big Megalodon fan. What is your favorite part about Megalodon?
Seeing the trucks race.
Yeah, you get to see that big shark race now in the Megalodon Stars and Stripes. Now I'm going to put you to the challenge. We're going to see if you can pick a correct winner in the Monster Jam Mini Jam animated race. So let's get those contenders up there. Now, Seattle, I want you to make some noise on who you think is going to win. Make some noise if you think El Toro Loco is going to win. Okay, little Toro fans in the house. Make some noise if you think Gravedigger is going to win. Okay, we got some noise there. Now make some noise if you think Megalodon's gonna win. Now we already know who your favorite Monster Jam truck is, but who do you think is gonna win this race?
Megalodon.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Let's count them down, Seattle, all together. 3, 2, 1, go racing!
Let's go, Megalodon.
Come on, Megalodon!
Let's go!
Here they come around. Okay, so Gravedigger is in the lead. Ooh, El Toro Loco does take over.
Come on, Megalodon!
Cheer him on, Oliver. Let's go. Come on, Megalodon!
Let's go!
Here he comes, Oliver! Is it gonna happen? It is! Megalodon with the victory! Congratulations, man. Give me some love. And you are a winner as well. This is a Spin Master Gravedigger 124th diecast. That is for you. What do you think, man? Do you like it?
Yeah!
Can't wait to see you in action. Seattle, give it up for Oliver. Good.
Monster Jam fans, what an incredible JCB racing competition. I'm joined by David Opert, who is here with the Pagliarulos. Of course, Excalibur there in the final round. And what I think that big story is that is a 20-year-old going up against 20-year veteran, 18-year veteran, 15-year veteran, and he quite literally cartwheels over the final race ramp. What in the world are you guys thinking when you're watching that race? The precision and the concentration to be able to, no matter what, finish it out.
I don't know what's more exciting for me, being up here in the stands with you guys watching that happen or being down there working with him. And he's a great kid. I mean, he's worked his butt off with the whole family to get to this point. And the whole thing, you know, anytime I got on the radio with him, it was like, just calm, smooth. You're fast. You just got to be calm. And they're right at the end. He was going for it. And sometimes that happens.
Well, good luck to your team in the skills competition. Up next, we, of course, have that skills competition, and it is about to be crazy. That is one of my favorite competitions, and you guys, this track, this dirt is perfect for it.
Time to give away the next 12 points of the night. It is the two-wheel skills challenge. We're looking for wow moments on two wheels, and you will pick our winner. For more on that, let's head back into the stands with David for the info on judgeszone.com.
That's right. Seattle, the power is now in your hands. Head over to judgeszone.com at the end of each run and submit your scores. How you do that, you can scan that QR code that you see on the video board. Head on your smartphone to judgeszone.com, and when you do, you'll see 3 letters that you need to input. That is SEA for your city code in Seattle. Submit, see that BKT tire, slide it up or down to whatever desired score you wish to give our superstars. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we want you to judge this competition fairly and accurately, for the power is now in your hands, Monster Jam fans. So, Lumen Field, who is ready for your skills challenge?
Up first, we have Zach Garner, Wild Side. Wildside with 1 win in the two-wheel skills challenge this season. Gets to set the bar. Let's see what we can do. A little too much momentum trying to balance on those front 2 BKT tires. With the name Wildside, it's always going to get a little wild. For Zach Garner in our two-wheel skills challenge. Hitting the bicycle. Sets it back down. Keep it going for Wildside.
Zach Garner taking a little walk on the wild side. Judgeszone.com is now open. Your city code is SEA for Seattle. Get those scores in 20 seconds.
For Zach Garner, Wildside, as you watch the Super Glued to the Action replay, an average score of 8.332. He's always been near the top in a lot of these skills competitions, having 1 win this season. But we'll see what your scores dictate for our first competitor in our two-wheel skills challenge. All right, scores are in. The score for Wildside is a 6.7. So as you see, we have our expert score on the left. Then we have the fan score at judgeszone.com on the right. We average those two together. That's how we get the 6.7. Next up, it's Matt Pagliarulo in Jester. If he goes for the slap wheelie, he's going to go for big air before the slap wheelie. That's what he's been known for. But we'll see if the Joker, the Jester, has a few tricks up his sleeve right now. Lining up for what looks like the jammer there. Going for the slap wheelie, but not enough momentum from those front tires. Plus, when he hit the gas, those front tires just weren't up high enough to get the slap wheelie. But we've got another attempt for Jester before you lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for that clown, Matt Pagliarulo, Jester. 20 seconds is now on the clock. Let's lock those scores in.
So for both attempts, it looked like there was a slap wheelie in the making, but that second attempt going for just like a nice soft wheelie up the backside of the race ramp, and when it came down, didn't pop it to get into that slap wheelie. But scores are in now. The score for Jester is a 3.739. 3.739. All right, Seattle, let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Kraken looking for his first win this season in this competition on the bicycle. Kraken with the bicycle. Awesome stuff right there. Again, he's looking for his first win in this two-wheel skills competition. That's a great way to start.
Getting squiddy with it. Na 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 na. Give it up for Nick Pagliarulo. Kraken. 20 seconds, Seattle.
Awesome stuff right there, and the crowd roar for Kraken, and Nick Pagliarulo gotta feel good right now. You can see that right there. He's feeling good after that, and an awesome moonwalk there. What great stuff. And by the roars, we'll see if the scores match. All right, here we go. The scores are in. The score to beat, Wildside 6.7. The score for Kraken is 8.322. Your new leader is Kraken. For our skills challenge right now, Kraken in the lead, Wildside in second, Jester in third. 9 drivers still to go in our skills challenge. And you see right now on the video board the QR code. If you're watching at home on YouTube, or for you here at Lumen Field, scan that QR code. And if you can right now, make $1, $5, $10 donation to support St. Jude and end childhood cancer. Plus, you get to pick your favorite driver. And at the end of the night, the driver with the most donations is going to be our St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. And right now, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco, absolutely dominating the competition in our St. Jude friendly fundraising competition with our drivers. He said he wants to win. He wants to raise over $20,000 this season. So scan that QR code, pick your favorite driver, make that donation, and help end childhood cancer with St. Jude. Nice to see some of our drivers making their way back out to the floor. Our racing winner, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Again, whatever your favorite truck and driver is, if you want to make a donation to St. Jude, scan that QR code right now. Pick a driver, make a donation, big or small. We can make childhood cancer go away. Also, Seattle, July 4th and 5th, Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission. If you have never been to a Monster Jam World Finals, you need to check it out at monsterjam.com. If you're having a good time here, it's going to be even bigger and wilder at this year's Monster Jam World Finals. I saw some classic World Finals shirts at the pit party too, so monsterjam.com, grab your tickets, join us in July for the ultimate Independence Day celebration. All right, when he comes out of the tunnel, let's have all of our bullhorns up. Get those bullhorns in the air. Looking for his first two-wheel skills win this season. An average score of 6.577. He's going to need 2 full points on that average to take the lead right now, because the score to beat is Kraken with an 8.322. And we saw just a minute ago, too, Jamie Garner, your current leader for St. Jude Ambassador. All right, Seattle, get the bullhorns up. Nice wheelie right there. Reverse popper, wheelie walk for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Getting ready for attempt number 2.
That'll do it for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Let's get those scores in, Monster Jam fans. You have 20 seconds to lock them up.
Watching the Super Glue glued to the action replay, great execution for the first attempt. The second attempt, going for maybe just a nice wheelie and maybe a slap wheelie after, but so much momentum in those back tires that when they hit the backside of that race ramp, it sent him almost into a perfect backflip. But El Toro Loco, Jamie Garner right now leading the St. Jude Ambassador of the Night competition for our drivers. And who knows, we'll see what your scores say for El Toro Loco at judgeszone.com. Because right now, Kraken, your current leader, 8.322. And the scores are in, a 5.417, 5.417 for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam fans, joining me here in the stands is my man, Raiden. Now, Raiden, you are here at a Monster Jam event. What brings you to Monster Jam today?
My dad got tickets from JCB because he's a lowboy driver, and I just want to thank my dad for getting tickets to bring me here.
There it is. Give it up for Pop, Seattle. Come on. All these families coming here. Now, we are going to play a game, Raiden, to see if you can go home with a prize. We're going to play a trivia game, Raiden, so it's very simple, A, B, C, or D. Let's get that superstar on the board and answer that question. Okay, Raiden, we have some tough choices. Lumen Field, what do you think? Shout it out. Okay. What do you think, Raiden?
B.
You're pretty confident. Let's see if you're right. Congratulations, Raiden. Give me some love, dude. There it is, holding the Toro signs up. And for those Toro signs, you have won yourself this El Toro Loco Monster Jam plush. What do you say, Raiden?
Thank you.
Of course, Seattle. Give it up for Raiden and his dad.
So Kraken, your current leader, 8.322 in our skills challenge. Wildside in second, El Toro Loco in third. In fourth, we have Jester. And we still have 8 drivers still to go. Keep your eyes on the video board for our next competitor. Seattle is loving Sparkle Smash right now. Caleb Blood getting ready for attempt number 2.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Kayla Blood! Sparkle Smash! You know the deal. 20 seconds to lock those scores into judgeszone.com. Say what's up, Kayla!
Great execution for move number 1. Nice popper, nice moonwalk. The second attempt, getting it up on the front 2 BKT tires. Trying to hit it in reverse. Transmission not agreeing with that move, but the crowd here is loving Sparkle Smash. All right, here we go. Score to beat Kraken, 8.322. The score for Sparkle Smash is 8.134. Sparkle Smash in second right now. Our next competitor has 8 two-wheel skills wins this season. An average score of 8.995. Your series leader, it's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Giving a little wave with those front 2 BKT tires. Unbelievable balance right here from Tristan England. Sets it back down, precision in move number 1. JCB Digatron getting ready for attempt number 2. I don't know how you're going to top something like that, but here we go. Can he save it? And he does! Into a slap wheelie! This is unbelievable!
Can you dig it? Yes, he can! Let's keep it going, Seattle, for Tristan England, JCB Digatron! 20 seconds, lock those scores in.
As I mentioned, he has 8 two-wheel skills challenge wins this season. You just saw why. Scores are in. Score to beat Kraken, 8.322. The score for Tristan England, JCB Digatron is 9.657. Your new leader is JCB Digatron. Watch the super glue glued to the action replay. This is just unbelievable here. Perfect balance, then finding another perfect balance point. But he can't keep it on those 2 wheels. Amazingly, doesn't crash when he backs it up into a slab wheelie and then just walks around. It doesn't get much better than that. Tristan England right now putting on a 2-wheel skills masterclass in that JCB Digatron. Seattle, make some noise for JCB Digatron! So the new score to beat, 9.657, JCB Digatron. Your current series leader trying to make up for points after not making it to that final round of racing and not getting more points in that first competition than Son of a Digger. It's been over 40 years, Seattle, 40 years, and that truck has never looked better. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Gravedigger with 1 two-wheel skills win this season. The average score of 7.978, but the score to beat 9.657. Ragged Edge for two-wheel skills. The black and green wrecking machine, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Showing up to win. All right, Gravedigger getting ready for attempt number 2. Again, the score to beat, 9.657. Looks like you might be lining up for a bicycle.
Let's keep it going, Lumen Field for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 20 seconds. Let's lock those scores in.
Nice bicycle into a little sidewall turn. It looked like he wanted to try something else. Maybe just kind of ran out of room over there, but awesome stuff right there. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger taking the truck to the hot pits to get everything ready to go for our next competition. But here we go. Scores are in 8.309. 8.309 for Gravedigger. Right now, that is good enough for third place. Let's see if the dog's got some tricks today. Here comes Bryce Kenny in Monster Mutt. Bryce with one win in this competition this season. An average score of 8.11. But he's going to need a 9.7 to take the lead. Walking the dog in Seattle. Couldn't ask for better weather to do it. Section 130 makes some noise over there for Monster Mutt. Oh, it looks like he's trying something unique, something maybe we haven't seen yet. Is he going to use that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp for two-wheel skills here?
That dog out, Seattle. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Let's get those scores into judgeszone.com. 20 seconds. You know the deal.
Super Glue glued to the action replay using the Morgan backflip to get the hind legs up in the air. And then the dog just dancing around on those front two BKT tires. Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt in third on the series right now. And a big win here could help move him closer to those top two spots, sitting right behind JCB Digatron and Son of a Digger on the series. But for the overall event championship tonight, he definitely needs a big win in this competition. All right, scores are in. The score for Monster Mutt is 8.457. 8.457. Monster Mutt Bryce Kenny in second place right now in two-wheel skills.
Monster Jam fans, this skills challenge is absolutely insane. These track conditions are perfect for this competition. Of course, you said you had one of your best yet. What is it about this track that makes it so good?
You know, it's very tacky, but it can be very loose at the same time. So right now in the bicycles, that was my best bicycle I've done all season. But it just happened to pitch the truck right. The ramp was perfect. I think the sway bars were a bit loose to make it just get up on the right angle. But you know what? It was a heck of a bicycle and a good stoppie. But you know what? I still had two other great ones in front of me. Tristan and Bryce, they had two good ones. So I'm sitting in third place, so I can't complain. But you know what? You got Ryan and you got my little brother Michael that's coming up next. So they are going to put on one heck of a skills setup.
And of course, I'm going to bring in Jester as well, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, and of course, Matt Pagliarulo in Jester. And it just must be something in the air here for the Pagliarulo team, the Pagliarulo family. What can you say about how proud you are of your boys?
I'm going to tell you, I am so proud of my boys. All you parents know that proud parent moment. I've got Michael made it to the final round tonight. I got Nick doing a heck of a job. These guys bust their butts week in and week out. It is so hard to compete on this tour. I am so proud of these boys. Listen, guys, I mean, the show's not over. This event is ready to go. We got great competition, and we got freestyle. Seattle, get on your feet if you want more!
Leaderboard right now for our skills challenge. JCB Digatron in the lead, 9.657. The score to beat. Right behind him, Monster Mutt with an 8.457. So some room there for someone else to take first place, but even second place as well. Kraken in third, 8.322. Gravedigger in fourth. Sparkle Smash fifth. Wild Side right now in sixth. And there are 3 competitors left. Three competitors left in our two-wheel skills challenge before we pick our second winner of the night. And again, this is a great moment to scan the QR code on the screen to make a donation for our friendly competition with St. Jude and our drivers. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco, dominating the competition with donations. Caleb Blood getting a donation in there with Sparkle Smash. We also have Monster Mutt and Kraken with some donations. So if you're watching on the Monster Jam Fast channel right now, on YouTube or wherever you're watching, even here at Lumen Field, scan that QR code, make a donation, pick your favorite driver, and let's all end childhood cancer together. All right, 3 competitors left. Looking for his first two-wheel skills win this season. Here's Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. Nice wheelie walk for the Black Pearl. Cole Vennard gets set up for attempt number 2. Looks like a bicycle.
Arrgh! Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. 20 seconds. Let's go to judgeszone.com and let Cole know what you thought about that run.
Watching the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, that first wheelie attempt almost had a little too much momentum. That's the hard part, is finding the balance between hitting the brakes so you don't roll over, but also letting the truck just walk that wheelie backwards and finding that balance point. And then this bicycle, I thought he was going to walk all the way around the field here on those side tires. So scores are in. Remember, score to beat, JCB Digatron, 9.657. Score for Black Pearl is 6.98. 6.98. Black Pearl currently in 6th. Up next with 3 competition wins in two-wheel skills, average score of 7.775. Here comes Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. Todd, a 2-time World Finals champion, hoping to get his bid to the Monster Jam World Finals July 4th and 5th in Salt Lake City, Utah with the Utah Sports Commission. I don't think a shark has ever looked more patriotic than you're seeing right now. And when I think of celebrating our independence, when I think about celebrating our independence, I think Monster Jam and giant sharks too, because in July, that's when Shark Week, Shark Fest, Shark Day, all those things happen. So right now, his crew chief is running down there to check to see if the truck needs a jump. Our Monster Jam trucks have batteries in them, but use so much power sometimes, from the rear steer components to the electronics, the EFI, that sometimes those batteries drain real quick. So we've got our UNOH technicians right now trying to help Todd get that truck started. Looking in the left rear well right now. We've got the Son of a Digger crew chief too, bringing the jump box. The one thing about our teams that behind the scenes, they're all working together to get these Monster Jam trucks ready to go. Our UNOH technicians work tirelessly and together because, yeah, they want their truck and driver to win, but they also want to make sure that everybody gets the experience and the event and the awesome moments that are expected with Monster Jam. Track officials down there now too. They are trying everything they can to get this Megalodon truck started and going. Todd LeDuc got to be sitting in there right now, not feeling too thrilled about the truck in its current state, especially with the design debut here in Seattle. Todd LeDuc been at this in his 16th year right now. And last time he was here, last year in Zombie, finished 3rd in freestyle. But right now, struggling to get this Monster Jam truck started. All right, so Megalodon unable to fire right now. All right, if the truck can start here in a little bit, they'll give him an opportunity for two-wheel skills, but we're going to give another driver a shot while we wait. So up next, the Cartwheel Man in Seattle, Mike Pagliarulo. Here comes Excalibur.
That's going to do it for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Head over to judgeszone.com and score that run for Mike.
So Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, now waiting for your scores at judgeszone.com. That second attempt there wasn't able to hit reverse fast enough to walk it up on the front tires over that Monster Jam pod there. Hoping for big scores, but unfortunately a 4.13. 4.13 for Excalibur right now, 9th place. He has 2 competition wins on the season. An average of 8.166 in this competition, but he needs to beat a 9.657. Up next, your final competitor, Son of a Digger. Not only is he walking on the tires, but he's doing that Kill Devil Hills, Anderson bottom bounce, and then walking it back into another wheelie on those front BKT tires. Here we go. Attempt number 2 for Son of a Digger.
field for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. You are now on the clock, Monster Jam fans. 20 seconds to get those scores in.
So our Super Glue to the Action replay, what you're seeing now is one of the newer moves that we've seen this season, especially from Son of a Digger. His brother Weston Anderson on Arena Championship Series West has been doing it, but none better than Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, when it comes to that. Now here we've got the bicycle, and what we're watching right here, he sees that ramp coming up, so he's trying to hit the brakes to balance on the front tires, then moonwalk it backwards, but not getting the grip right there to execute that move in its completion. So here we go. The score to beat, JCB Diggatron, 9.657. The score for Son of a Digger is 8.09. Sixth place right now for Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. So this could be a big boost for JCB Diggatron if he takes this win. Now we see crew members down there by Megalodon Stars and Stripes. We've got our Monster Jam officials plus our UNOH technicians down there. They're going to give Todd and Megalodon Stars and Stripes a chance at Two Wheel Skills if he can get it fired up here. The 30 seconds, they've got 30 seconds left on the clock. Crew there looking like there shouldn't be a problem. Todd trying to fire the truck. You can see the blue lights on, so there is some battery life to it. The question is, where is the electrical possible problem? What is stopping this truck from firing? All right, we got 10 seconds. Seattle, count it down. You couldn't have cut it any closer than that. All right, maybe just some final touches from our UNH technicians. Oh, they're getting the sign, get out. All right, one more competitor, Two Wheel Skills, Seattle. Here we go. Todd going for that same move we just saw Ryan Anderson attempting, Son of a Digger, but Megalodon Stars and Stripes might give it a second attempt here. Great bicycle, but not able to execute the moonwalk after.
Monster Jam fans, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon. 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Almost getting into that sidewall save there, just didn't have enough momentum. And then the Shark doing some breakdancing there. Stars and Stripes, Megalodon, Todd LeDuc. Amazing they got that fired right at the last second. And then Todd coming out with two bicycles. So here we go. Scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 6.401. 6.401 for Megalodon. That means your winner is Tristan England, JCB Diggatron.
Tristan, this season they have been calling you the king of two-wheel skills, and those moves are exactly why you turned a 5-piece combo into potentially a 6-piece combo. What was going through your mind as you continued to react behind the wheel?
It was kind of one of those things, Seattle, where you get an order of food and then you get an extra chicken strip in it or something, and it's a surprise. I'm having a blast here.
I went down the road for so many years with Earthshaker, and we dug it up there, but now we're digging, baby, with JCB Digatron, and it's the first time here in Seattle. Are you guys digging it with me?
And of course, it's so good. We want to see it twice. Here's the replay up right now. I know you saw it behind the wheel. What's it like to see it now on the screen?
You know, I do a lot of practice with my 5-year-old son, Crash at home. We got a simulator, and we do little stuff like that. And he's like, Dad, it would be so cool if you could do this at work. Man, we pulled it off, and I know he's watching on the couch right now. I get to come home tonight, man. But I tell you what, Seattle, it's a one and done. I paid my owe right here down the road to Tacoma. Like I was saying, you guys have been a part of some of the craziest moments of my career, and it's been the best Monster Jam memories of my life. I cannot wait for Freestyle. I'm coming out halfway through, but let's get wild, and everybody get those Lane Frost hands up when we hit Freestyle for the track. I'm going to throw this thing into the ground until it will not run anymore, just like one of them Anderson guys.
Congratulations there to Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And while his family is watching at home in Texas, I want to give a shout out to my mother-in-law watching all the way in Illinois right now. For everyone watching around YouTube, we hope you've been having a blast. We can tell that everyone here at Lumen Field is. And right now is Monster Jam halftime. We're going to take a quick break, get these trucks prepped for Monster Jam Freestyle, get the track ready. So feel free to grab some gear, grab some food, maybe hit the restroom. But right now is Monster Jam halftime.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Let's hear it for Cole Vennard, Black Pearl. So breakage in the back of the truck. Again, the four-link not able to hold up and withstand all the force. I mean, he was going full send on these jumps. So since he did not complete enough time in that freestyle, unfortunately, Black Pearl will not get a score in freestyle. There he is, Seattle. He appreciates the love. Keep it going for Black Pearl. Yeah, so again, when you look at the scoring, you have to complete at least 30 seconds of the freestyle to get your score at judgeszone.com. Tough part. Sometimes these things happen. I mean, these drivers, since the beginning of January, have been putting these Monster Jam trucks through the ringer every weekend. And unfortunately, tough breaks happen. But Black Pearl, Cole Vennard, will look forward to his return here in Seattle. He's definitely had a hot night tonight. Up next, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. He has 2 freestyle wins this season. Average score of 7.744. 35 seconds left. Excalibur lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. For the people, Excalibur nails it.
No guts, no glory. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Let's head over to judgeszone.com and let them know what you thought.
Perfect execution of that backflip on the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. Even walking it, moonwalking it after, then nothing else to do but send it. I mean, yeeting all over Lumen Field. Even throwing in some donuts. I mean, you got great coffee out here. You got to have some great donuts to go with it. Awesome stuff. This kid right now is really making a charge to be one of the future leaders of Monster Jam the way he is growing. Scores are in. The score for Excalibur is 8.425. 8.425. So an 8 from our expert judge and looks like 8.49 from the fans. And then we average the two together.
Here we go, Lumen Field. I am here with Kyle and Liam, big Monster Jam fans in the house. Now, Kyle, Liam, it is time for the St. Jude's helmet shuffle. So we are going to throw those helmets up, and you're just going to tell me which helmet is hiding the thing that we are looking for. What do you think about that, Kyle? You think you can do that?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
All right, let's see if you can win Liam a nice gift to take home. Let's get those helmets on the board, and let's see what we get. That trophy is being hidden. Now keep your eye on that trophy. Now remember, Lumen Field, we're counting on you as well. So if you think no, gotcha. We're going to keep it going. Just when you thought you were going to get off easy. Here we go for the St. Jude's helmet shuffle. Kyle, you paying attention, man?
Trying.
All right. I don't know, Liam. We're going to need your help on this too. What do you think? Which one do you think it's under?
2.
Okay, we got 2 for Liam. What about you, Kyle? Which one do you think?
I think it's the first one.
Okay, we're going for 1. What about you, Lumen Field? Yell it out. Okay, we're going to go with number 1. Kyle, let's see if you're right. It's not under 3, Liam. It's not under 2, Liam. You guessed it right. Liam, Kyle helped you out there at the end and made sure that you're going home a winner with this Monster Jam Showdown video game for the Xbox One. That's for you, buddy. What do you think, man? You like video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go home and play that one, that's for sure. Seattle, give it up for Kyle and Liam, huh?
Thank you.
One Pagliarulo down. Your current leader, Excalibur, 8.425. It's time for Papa Pagliarulo next. The funny man, which, if you missed him in the pit party, some of the best dad jokes in the game. He wants some noise, Seattle. You can see it right now. Lumen Field, make some noise for Jester. Funny business is over. Come on, Daddy, yeah!
That's going to do it for Matt Pagliarulo. Jester, head over to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to lock those scores in.
Awesome slap wheelie to start and some big air from Jester. And then here, just keeping it patient to the right second. The truck sets down. Absolutely great stuff right there. And then it starts to get wild. Landon awkwardly on that other ramp, sends the truck into a roll. Jester and Matt Pagliarulo, the Pagliarulo family, heading back to Florida here after this. And then they've got a weekend in Atlanta. So a long drive home. They're going to have a lot to talk about. Seattle, let's hear it for Jester. All right, scores are in. The score for Jester is 4.585. 4.585. Matt Pagliarulo, Jester back on all four tires. One more time, let's hear it for Jester.
And I am joined by his youngest son, Mike Pagliarulo, your driver of Excalibur. And Mike, I know you were just having a blast out there. Of course, you had an incredible save over the race ramp during JCB racing. Did that just fire you up for what was to come for freestyle?
Oh yeah, I wish I got a freestyle score for the cartwheel during racing because I feel like that was a lot better than my freestyle run. They told me I went second instead of fourth. I wasn't really ready for freestyle. But we came out here to Seattle to rock out because we are Monster Jam!
So the leaderboard right now, Excalibur 8.425, Jester in second at 4.585. We have 10 competitors left and a tight race for tonight's BKT Overall Event Championship. Remember, Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt in the lead. But in second, a tie for second right behind him. The two that he's chasing on the series, Son of a Digger and JCB Digatron. All right, so Excalibur, your current leader. Up next, Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco with one freestyle win on the season. An average score of 6.3. An opportunity to take the lead. Some battle wounds, but that won't stop the bull. Uh-oh, a little St. Jude smack talk there. Remember, El Toro Loco, Son of a Digger. Whoever gets the higher score, the other one makes a $50 donation to St. Jude. The bull is lining up to go big. Looks like only front wheel drive right now for El Toro Loco. Not sure any power's getting to those back tires right now.
That's gonna do it for Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com, Seattle. We need you to put those scores in 20 seconds.
Something about one of those hits and just the sheer force of 10,000 pounds landing from 30, 40 feet in the air. Something happened, the truck not getting power to those rear wheels, which is super important, especially for big air and big wow moments in these Monster Jam trucks. But the crowd here at Lumen Field loving watching El Toro Loco shed the body, and our Monster Jam officials out there cleaning up the mess that El Toro Loco made. All right, scores are in. The score for El Toro Loco is 5.024. 5.024. Jamie Garner better get $50 out of his wallet, because I don't know if Son of a Digger's ever had a score lower than a 7. It's been an interesting day for the debut of this Monster Jam truck. But all that anger is going to come out. He's won a World Finals championship in freestyle. It's Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. Megalodon, Stars and Stripes, Todd LeDuc fighting the rear steer right now. No rear steer for that truck, making it absolutely difficult for him to get around the track. I think he's lining up for that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Can he get the double? You're kidding me! Let's go!
The fireworks are happening early, Seattle! Make some noise for Todd LeDuc, Megalodon, Stars and Stripes.
For the people, the Morgan & Morgan back-to-back flip right there. Absolutely awesome wow moment from Todd LeDuc in Megalodon, Stars and Stripes. Seattle, make some noise! Gotta feel good after that. Now we'll see where that scores come in. For Todd LeDuc Megalodon, score to beat Excalibur 8.425. The score for Megalodon is 7.901, good enough for second place. You see a 9.051 for the fans. The experts scoring that a 6.75, so the average there a 7.901. One more time, Seattle, make some noise for Megalodon, Stars and Stripes.
Monster Jam fans, it is now time to spin the wheel of cams. We're going to spin that wheel, and whatever it lands on, we all here at Lumen Field must do. So let's check the big video board, and let's see what we got from that wheel. Let's put it up. Okay, round and round it goes. Where will it land? I don't know. Flex cam! Here we go, Seattle. I want to see those muscles. Let's pump! There it is! Blumenfield, thank you so much for spinning the wheel with us. Now let's get back to some more Monster Jam action.
He did not complete 30 seconds in his freestyle run, a rut, getting him on his side. Let's hear it for JCB Digatron, Tristan England, Seattle. He's not happy right now with the way that ended, but he's had a really solid night so far. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem, I don't think the BKT Overall Event Championship is in his future tonight. And this will shake up the series points for Stadium Championship Series West, depending on how Ryan Anderson and Bryce Kenny in Son of a Digger and Monster Mutt do in freestyle. So again, no score for Tristan England. One more time, make some noise for JCB Digatron.
Monster Jam fans, I know Tristan England definitely not happy about that. Wanted to make sure that he gave you more. Right now I've got Logan Vessels, your crew chief of Wildside. And of course you've got a few more competitors to watch before Wildside takes the track, but it could be looking good for him. We haven't really had that wow moment yet. Do you think it could be your driver here today?
Well, if there's anybody that's going to come out and give you guys a wow moment, it's somebody with the last name Gardner. Jamie came out here, shedded the whole body. Unfortunately, the truck let go a little early for him, so that means all the weight is on Zach's shoulders. He's going to come out here and lay down the rowdiest run he can.
And of course, we saw that El Toro Loco truck did lose power. First of all, try to say that 3 times fast, but sounds like it could have been a third member. What does that mean for fans that don't know?
So basically, our third member is a large differential. They come out of school buses, semi-trucks, things like that. The pinion that you actually bolt the drive shaft to decided to go Bluetooth about halfway through that freestyle, leaving Jamie with only front-wheel drive. He did what he could with it, but at that point, the truck's only working at half capacity, and that just wasn't what he wanted to come out here and do.
Thank you for your insight, Logan. Good luck to your driver in this competition. Monster Jam fans, make some noise. There's more action to come.
All right, up next, looking for her first freestyle win this season. Seattle, make some noise for Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash.
Here we go. Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Say what's up. Yeah, judgeszone.com is open. Let's go over to Seattle, 20 seconds.
She made it 31 seconds into that freestyle. Going big. And the super glue glued to the action replay. The truck just taking a funny bounce, and right there, the 4-link bar bends in, and that causes that right front BKT tire to look kind of awkward there. And so she wouldn't have been able to continue that run because the truck just wouldn't have allowed it at this point. But a great showing here this weekend from Sparkle Smash, a 5.615 for the score. Seattle, one more time. Show some love to Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. All right, so we're going to take a live look into what's happening in New Orleans right now. Stadium Championship Series East, where Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack would take the racing final win over Joe Foley and Axe. What an awesome final round here between these two younger drivers. Joe Foley getting caught up in Axe in that final turn. So Dalton Widener, who is a former college football player and now just a pro in Monster Jam, sitting third or fourth on the series. Doing a great job. And then Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, taking the two-wheel skills challenge, checking the balance right here in that super glue glued to the action replay. Again, you can check that out on YouTube from your seats right now. What's cracking, Seattle? Here comes Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Lining up for the... ...20 seconds left. This time lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Into the moonwalk. Now let's send it.
Release the Kraken! Nick Pagliarulo! Judgeszone.com is open! Let's go, Seattle!
This Pagliarulo family is pumped up, and I don't know if it's the weather, the food, or just the friendly atmosphere out here, but these guys are living their best life right now. Kraken's score is in. The score to beat, Excalibur 8.425. The score for Kraken is 8.438 by 1/100th of a point. Your new leader is Kraken. Morgan and Morgan backflip on the super glue glued to the action replay. Getting the back to bounce perfectly, moonwalks it out. Then finishes up with some donuts out there. I don't know, Seattle, I think you need one of those Monster Jam trucks as your new mascot for your hockey team. You'll have to talk to Nick Pagliarulo about that one. Your new leader, 8.438 Kraken in the lead of freestyle with 4 competitors left and 8 freestyle competition wins between them this season. Our next competitor, One Racing. And remember, JCB Digatron did not get a score in freestyle. This is Ryan Anderson's opportunity. Seattle, let's hear it for Son of a Digger.
Monster Jam fans, that's going to do it for Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. Let's go to judgeszone.com and lock those scores in.
Still had 60 seconds remaining in freestyle. Very unconventional of Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, for the run to end this early, but sometimes these Monster Jam trucks, when you are launching them into the air, bounce funny. And you see bounce one way, and it just tossed the truck on its lid. A little roll over there, had an opportunity to save it, but just couldn't get those tires in the right spot to get the grip in the dirt to bring it back around. So scores are locked. The score for Son of a Digger is 5.443, beating El Toro Loco by 0.4 of a point here. So that means El Toro Loco needs to make a $50 donation to St. Jude for Son of a Digger, but Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, 5.443.
Here we go, Monster Jam fans. While we have a break in the action, I am joined with Isaac and Blake. Now, how do you guys know each other, man?
By school.
Friends from school, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You excited to be here?
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about, Seattle. Now, I'm going to put you two to the test. You're going to play a game together that is a head-to-head showdown. 15 seconds on the clock. List as many animals as you can. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Let's go, boys. I'm going to put this here, and you guys go. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Giraffe, capybara, elephant, great northern temperate newt, chimpanzee, chicken, gorilla, little brown bat, orangutan, bumblebee bat, cat, bald eagle, dog, fox, seagull, wolf.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I was trying to break a record there, Seattle. 15 on the board. That is pretty good. Now let's see if you can beat one of our Monster Jam superstars. That's what I'm talking about! Right at the nick of time, you beat Zach Gardner by one animal, and you have won yourselves your very own edition of the Nintendo Switch Monster Jam Showdown. Here you go, man. That is one for you, Isaac, one for you, Blake. Now you guys can take this to the Switch and go head-to-head one another. What do you think about that, man?
It's awesome.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Lumen Field, give it up for Isaac and Blake.
The bells have sounded. If you're ready for Ragged Edge, Black and Green Wrecking Machine freestyle action, let's hear it for Gravedigger!
Monster Jam fans, the one and only Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. He's pumped, Ryan.
These fans are pumped too, and you're looking at that Gravedigger truck right now. That's what it should look like when one of these guys is done freestyling, or even girls. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, shout out to her too on Arena Championship Series East. So now the scores are in for Gravedigger. Score to beat Kraken, 8.438. The score for Gravedigger is 9.287. Your new leader is Gravedigger.
And of course, I'm joined by Team Overboard right now. I'm going to go ahead and hand you over the mic.
You guys have seen some impressive runs tonight, but if you want some high speed, high flying, Monster Jam freestyle, I want you all to get as loud as you can. It's Zach Gardner and Wildside!
I think he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Now let's send it, come on!
Taking a walk on the wild side, Zach Gardner. Unbelievable stuff. Zach, say what's up.
Zach Gardner, wild side with 2 freestyle wins this season, an average score of 8.069. Big air, big moments, and some kind of on the edge moments too, where the run could have ended early, but he kept going and going in an excellent Morgan & Morgan backflip. Now, we wait to see if it's enough to take the lead. The score to beat Gravedigger, 9.287. The score for Zach Gardner. Wild side is... .229. Interesting reaction from the crowd here at Lumen Field. And the scores at judgeszone.com, but you're watching right now that super glued to the action replay. Great stuff from Zach Gardner and Wildside at 9.229. Puts him in second right now. Look at that massive air. Holy moly. Zach Gardner bringing the Wildside to Seattle. And you'll want to see him defend his World Finals Racing Championship in Utah, July 4th and 5th for the Monster Jam World Finals with the Utah Sports Commission. So on the board, with one competitor left, the score to beat Gravedigger, 9.287. Wildside in second with a 9.229. Kraken, Excalibur, the brothers in third and fourth. Todd LeDuc, Megalodon Stars and Stripes with that back-to-back flip sitting in fifth. And then Sparkle Smash right now in sixth place. The one thing to note is I'm so excited, I hope you are too, to find out where these points land Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger based on how JCB Digatron finished, but also Monster Mutt, the leader going into this competition. Our final competitor with 3 freestyle wins this season. Third in the series. The overall event championship could be a big jump for him towards first place. It's Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. Lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Seattle, one more time. Let's hear it for Bryce Kenny in Monster Mutt. So after the backflip, it looked like a shock, or maybe the rear steer or something kind of gave out in the truck, and so that's why the truck had to end the run 30 seconds early for Bryce's safety and for everyone here too. But Monster Mutt too, awesome backflip, but so much pressure on that right BKT tire. That thing was barely holding on. So now we find out, is this enough to take the win in freestyle? Score to beat. Gravedigger, 9.287. The score for Monster Mutt is 8.394. That means your freestyle winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. So those 12 points for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger added to his total.
Adam, congratulations on your freestyle win. And of course, you always say that you're going to run this truck into the ground. I would love to look behind you just for a second. You quite literally did here in freestyle. Why did it matter so much, especially here in this tough track, to be able to show what the black and green wrecking machine is made of?
No, hold up. There's one thing I want. Guys, what's going on here? Is this, I can't hear you. Guys, is this Monster Jam? Wait a second. Did you guys have fun tonight? Let me hear it. Guys, year after year we come out here to rock the house, but it's because of you. To come out here, we run this truck around. This is the only way I want to leave. I like the hardware. I like to win that trophy, but at the same time, you fans are the ones that won tonight. Every truck out here, every competitor, they lay it on the line. They do it for you guys. We come out here to be show-offs, and we get rewarded with you guys cheering for us. We love you guys. Thank you for year after year coming out here, having an awesome time. My dad started this stuff back in the 80s. We're still here. We're never going to quit. As long as you're coming, we're going to be here. We love you guys. Till next time, Seattle, you rock!
But was it enough for an overall event championship? Let's take a look at the leaderboard to find out.
10 points in JCB Racing, 11 in skills, 8 points in freestyle with a total of 29. Your BKT overall event champion is Bryce Kenny, Monster Mutt. For Bryce Kenny in Monster Mutt, a big win in third coming into today in the series. And with this win, that means he gets closer to the top spots and that invite to the Monster Jam World Finals. Our overall event champion is hanging out with Lindsay Noble.
And just like that, now you are only behind by 26 points, potentially going to this series championship. We talked about it earlier. I spoke with your crew chief earlier, and he said that he also thinks it can happen. You know, you see the fact that we have drivers that are up against each other, but here you are walking away, an overall event champion again, back to back.
Well, it's such a testament to these guys. They worked their butts off all week long, making sure these Monster Jam trucks are 100% for us drivers to come out here and absolutely abuse these pieces of machinery. It feels like, man, this track was a tough one for us drivers. You could see it just ate up the majority of these Monster Jam trucks tonight. But that doesn't take away from some of the most incredible freestyle runs we've seen all year long. Seattle, I know that you loved a little bit of chaos tonight. I know you loved all those backflips tonight. And I know that you guys love you some Monster Mutt tonight. Let me hear you, Seattle! Hey, we're coming back. We're coming back. We want you right back here at Lumen Field next time Monster Jam's in town. You better have the time of your life tonight. Get home safely. But I want you one more time, Seattle. If you had fun at Monster Jam, let me hear you!
Gotta thank Bryce Kenny in Monster Mutt for making sure everybody gets home safely. But what a night for him. jumping up in the points. David, I've been watching this season for you guys on YouTube. That's how I feel right now.
Oh, we got a series heading into Atlanta. I mean, anybody can take this. I am so excited. But Ryan, Seattle's famous for the 12 men. We brought these 12 trucks, and Seattle brought the energy. What a great time out there. It's an honor to share the desk with you, Ryan Lacoste, and with Lindsay Noble. Dude, I had such a good time tonight.
Yeah, Seattle this weekend has been amazing, from the food, the weather, the excitement this evening, and the action on the track. What a way to cap this night off. And you've still got a few more events left, so make sure to follow along at monsterjam.com, on YouTube, or on that Monster Jam Fast channel on Roku, Vizio, and more. For David Mila and Lindsay Noble, I am Ryan Lacoste. We had an absolute blast this weekend. Join us at Monster Jam World Finals July 4th and 5th at the Utah Sports Commission. Get your tickets at monsterjam.com. In Seattle, that was Monster Jam.